Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Friday night webinar, lap 6 of Fast Track. My name is Kim Dahnke. I am the Shibboleth new member Fast Track instructor, and I am happy to spend my Friday night with you. I hope that you are happy to be here with us. If you are on Facebook, please take a second to say hello. Let me know that you are here. Hey, Donna, glad you're here. Thank you, Patty. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that very, very much. If you are a member and you're on Facebook, please take a second to share. It does help us out a whole bunch. Hey, Melanie, happy Friday. And if you are in the Zoom room, please take a second to set your chat to everyone. Thank you, Melanie. Hey, Candy. Please set your chat to everyone and then say what kind of day you've had today. Have you had a Shibboleth perfect day? I have had a Shibboleth perfect day. I am thankful for that. I went to a luncheon today and I ate perfect. I had a little bit of salad, a little bit of veggies, and some chicken. Hey, Jane, glad you're here. Hey, Chris. So Jane had a perfect day. Chris had a perfect day. Awesome. Jelena, hi. Where do I find the laps to check? I can't find them on my phone. Okay, so Jelena, on your phone, when you go into the Shibboleth website, phone's a little slow. We'll wait till it gets there, but I'll show you. So just to let you know, Jelena, if you have a computer, you might enjoy doing Fast Track a little bit better on a computer just because you can see things side by side. But if you don't have a computer, then your phone works fine. Hey, Cindy. No, that's okay. I just wanted to offer that up. It's everything is accessible on a phone. I just kind of want to know the difference. And I don't know why it's taking a second here at my home to pull this up. Okay. I turned off my Wi-Fi on my phone. It pulled up like that. Okay. So when you're on your phone, there's two places you can find the Fast Track laps. You kind of have to scroll to the top and there's those little three lines that look like a hamburger. You click there. When you click there, you should see dashboard. And when you click on dashboard, if you're brand new, your Fast Track will show up. But do you see how mine is coming to an instructor's page? Mine is coming up to an instructor's page. That's because I'm not new. But if I click Fast Track, it'll take me to the Fast Track laps. And there's the laps. Lap 1, lap 2, lap 3, lap 4, and so forth. And then on a computer, as you're going to be seeing tonight, the video that you can watch if you want to, it's just a little shorter tutorial video than we're doing tonight. It'll be there on the right-hand side, but on your phone, it's at the bottom of all the little laps. And the way that you do it is you lightly tap on that information eye, that black box will pop up, and then you read the black box, and then you click the link and you do it, and then you check the box saying, yep, I know where I am. I've done that. So that's one place to find it, Jelena. The other place is, you see that black little circle tab in the top left-hand corner? If you click there, there's also a spot for dashboard, and it would take you there. So all you're trying to do is get to dashboard and then click on Fast Track. And I'm sure that will help you get there. Hey, Deb. Oh, Deb, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it was stressful. I'm sorry it was stressful. You're welcome, Jelena. You know what? It wasn't a perfect day, but that's okay. That's okay, y'all. This is what Deb experienced today was the rhythm of grace. She's had excellent success. She's had many, many, many perfect days. And she had a holiday today on a stressful day for a funeral. That's fine. She's going to get back to business tomorrow. Get back to business tomorrow. That's what we got in front of us. We've got a way to manage life, to bring some order and some balance into life. And it's very important. So I'm sorry you've gone through that today, Deb. Hey, Darren, perfect day. Yes, awesome. Okay, well, it looks like we got 11 people over here in the Zoom room. We've got 13 or so on Facebook, and that is excellent. That is excellent. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. For those of you that do not have a membership yet, please go ahead and get it while the lifetime membership is going on. A lifetime membership for Shibboleth is currently $69. So 69 bucks is an amazing price. And I have had a funny experience today. Somebody asked me if they could pick my brain. I said, no, you can't pick my brain. My brain's too expensive. You can't pick my brain. But you know what I thought about? They really wanted to know about Shibboleth. And I said, do you know that Travis Martin has spent 20 years preparing this and putting this together? And you can pick his brain for $69 because it's right here in this website, and that's all you have to pay. It is going to be the least expensive and least time-consuming way to figure this whole thing out. Boom, put right before you everything. 69 bucks. So if you do not have a membership yet, shibbolethdeals.com, shibbolethdeals.com. And if people do want to pick my brain, it's at 7:30 in Fast Track or in person in Kennesaw, or on the online accountability meeting on Saturday. Those are the times to pick my brain. So here we are. We are doing lap 6 tonight. And just as a little reminder, here's a little tutorial. This one is just literally just saying why you're doing that. You're getting so much more tonight in the live video, but you know, we try our best to cover every base. So the thing that we want to do is print if you have a printer. If you do not have a printer, just screenshot this so that you can have it handy in your phone. We're looking at the advanced combination chart. So there's 2 classes that go with it as well. And I want you to watch those after you finish Fast Track. And we're going to find them in the video library tonight. We're going to heart them. So this is the advanced food combination chart. This combination chart gives you more options. Do you see how many more options are listed in the blue column than were on the first one? On the very first combination chart, you just had a few blue column meals, but now there's a whole bunch, and you just had a few, maybe half of those in the yellow. So there's just more options here. Now, you might be thinking, why am I already saying that you're an advanced member on lap 6 of Fast Track? Well, technically, you can use this from the very beginning. It's just that some people get overwhelmed, and we want to show them the smaller one first. And if you are willing to forego some energy carbs and some fruit in your first 7 to 10 days, then you're going to get really great results. If you're not willing to forego fruit during that time, you can still have it with one of these combinations. So technically you could use this one all the way from the beginning. But let's have a look at this. This one right here shows you that you can have a category 1 lean protein. The plus sign just means eaten with. Category 2 fibrous carb, eaten with. Category 3 energy carb. Okay, see, the first combination chart you saw did not have that on there. Now, we talked about it on Sunday night and Monday night, but the chart itself didn't have it on there. This is a lean protein with a fibrous carb and fruit. And then if we come down here, look at this one. This one is showing you that you can have lean protein and shellfish together, which shellfish is really just what? What's shellfish? It's really just a what? Who's going to talk to me tonight? Yay, yeah. Jane and Tracy and Jelena. Yeah, shellfish is just a lean protein. So they're just showing you, maybe you wanted some chicken and some shrimp. You could do chicken and shrimp. It's still going to go under your lean protein hand, but you could have two flavors, okay? And then you can still do fibers, carbs, and energy carb, or fibers, carbs, and fruit, because these two together are still just lean proteins. You just got a lot of flavors on that plate. You're still going to do them under here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of where they'll be. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. And then right here, this one's giving you one with a lean protein and a fibers, carb, and superfood. And this one is showing you that you could do a lean protein and a protein plus fat. Let's say that you wanted some steak and some chicken. But because it's got this protein plus fat in it, what 3 categories are you not ever going to see with a protein plus fat? There's 3 categories that you're not ever going to see with a protein plus fat. That's right, Jane. That's right. Not going to see your energy carb, your fruit, or your superfoods with a protein plus fat. Why is that? Because energy carbs, fruit, and superfoods elevate your blood sugar. When your blood sugar elevates, your pancreas secretes insulin. When your pancreas secretes insulin and there's fat out in the system at the same time, it's going to store it. Okay. And that's why we don't eat that, because we're trying to do 2 things: get into a calorie deficit to burn fat, but then control insulin to not store new fat. That's how it works, those 2 together. Hey, Grace, I'm glad you had a perfect day. That's awesome. And if you come right down here, do you see these letters PP? That just stands for perfect pairing. What a perfect pairing is, it is it's a meal that works, but it does not follow the rules. It doesn't follow one of these lines. Doesn't follow these lines. It's just called a perfect pairing because Travis has determined, based on the nutrition, that could go together and it'll work. But notice it is in the blue column. Okay, it's in the blue column, which is fast weight loss, but not as fast as this or this. All right, so little nuances there. And then right here, MR stands for meal replacement. And we went over these last night. -2 and -3 meal replacements are best for weight loss. And then HHF stands for hemp hearts, hemp flakes. It's 2 different products. Hemp hearts are a category 6 superfood, and hemp flakes are a category 2 fibrous carb. We just put them under the heading abbreviation of HHF, 2 different products. And we are going to look for a video on that in just a few minutes, and I'll get you to heart it. And then you can watch that after you have finished Fast Track. But this is my favorite combination chart, by the way. I love it. This is the one I used from the very beginning. Now, I didn't really do any energy, carbs, and fruit, but I was able just to not pay attention to those. I stuck in these 2 categories right here in the beginning. All right, so now that you know that that's available, you're just going to check that box. It's that simple. The next thing that we are going to do is we're going to practice finding videos on specific topics in the video library. Okay, so maybe you say, I really want to know about hemp hearts or hemp flakes. Then we have videos tagged with certain keywords, and you can look those up and see what videos pull up about those keywords. So let's click right here. The search bar, well, let's read. The search bar in the video library can be used to find videos on a specific topic. Please find the search bar in the video library and search for survival kit. This will generate a list of videos tagged with the keywords of survival kit. Next, search for hemp. This will generate a list of videos tagged with the keyword hemp. Next, search for advanced to find the 2 videos that go with the advanced combination chart that you just looked at. Notice the heart for each video. You can heart your favorites for easy access. So now we're headed to the video library. The video library has thousands of hours of content. Thousands. I mean, look right here. I've watched 835 videos they're usually about an hour long. That was 835 hours. And this is in the silver library. I've watched them in here, these two. So I don't actually watch them. What I do is I put them on when I'm driving around in the car, because I drive around in the car a lot, and I listen to them like a podcast. So I go out into the driveway and I've got a shortcut on my phone to video library. I press video library. I pull up a video and just listen to it. Just listen to it like a podcast. Okay, so you'll notice a couple of things about this page. I always like to explain the way a page is laid out. So there's your search bar that we're going to type in just a second. Let's see. Debbie earned a badge today for 21 straight perfect days. Awesome, Debbie. Awesome. I don't have my success spinner over here, but let me give you lots of hearts. Awesome. Way to go, Debbie. That is awesome. I love it. Congratulations. So then there's my favorites. Okay. So when you heart a video, it goes into your my favorites tab. Now you'll remember from the food library, there was a my favorites tab. And from the recipe library, there was a my favorites tab. And in the wow challenges, which we're going to go over tonight, there's a my favorites tab, because there's so much information in this website. A lot of people just need to bring it down to their personal libraries. So you create your own personal libraries when you heart things, and it's always a tab in that always in my favorites tab in each one of these areas. So these three little tabs right here, these will show you a different way to look at the videos in a video library. So there's a list videos view, there's a video blocks view, and there's a detail level view. I would highly suggest that you choose the detail level view, because once you come to a video library, see how there's fast track and see how there's silver, see how there's gold and tiger's eye. You see these are different libraries. And once you get into that library, you can see the different little topics, the headings. Okay. And then let's say we want to look at Julie's Corner. We can click on Julie's Corner and there will be Julie's videos. Okay. Now let's say that you open up a video and you watch this one. If you watch this one, click this, mark yes, and go forward. Okay. Then there's the heart if you wanted to heart it. So that's the way that you would do that. So this view, the one called detail level, will give you the best view. All right. So I just wanted to point that out to you. Where it says, like right here, you have 171 unwatched videos in your library. Please do not take offense that you're like, or feel pressured. You've got a lot to do. Just let them sit there, because you're doing the right thing as you go through the video library. But you know, a lot of people use this content to stay motivated. Does anybody do that? Y'all give me some hearts on Facebook and give me some hearts in the Zoom room. Do you ever use the video library to stay motivated? I know I do, because this is something that if I don't stay focused and I don't stay motivated, I could be like eating a bag of chips or something. But thank you for those hearts on Facebook. So we want to stay motivated. So never feel like it's a pressure to watch them. It's just that it's listed there. Because what would happen is if I click here, it'll take me to this area where look how it shortened my list over here, because now I have these unwatched videos, and then I can click here. Thank you, Jane. Can click on the stretch a minute video. And actually I've watched this one because I did it. So I'm going to click there, show you how this works. I'm going to click that, click yes, and hit save. And that one will go away. Okay. Yes. Melanie says the videos are so helpful to keep her perfect. Yes. It's just a constant reminder of why we are doing this. All right. So we're back here in the video library and we're going to search for survival kit. We're going to be talking about going to restaurants tonight. And a lot of times, if a person is going to a restaurant, they often need their own things to have a Shibboleth approved meal. If they want certain things, like I don't even worry about having those certain things, I just go. But that is just because I don't I don't like to complicate anything, but other people may not feel that taking a survival kit is complicating anything. Okay. So, don't take my natural personality. Okay. You do what works for you, but it is important for you to at least know what a survival kit is. And a survival kit isn't used just at a restaurant. I also like to suggest that you have a survival kit at work. So if you work in an office and you've got a lunch planned, but it doesn't go as planned, or you work late and you don't have any food, but maybe you have purchased some of the health-wise, shelf-stable, microwavable meals, which people love, by the way. Marla Curry loves them, and she travels all around the country on a Southwest airplane as a flight attendant, and she takes her little health-wise, shelf-stable, microwavable meals with her. But I think that would be a great survival kit to maybe have in your desk drawer at work. And if you work late, you don't have to be, let's order a pizza. Let me get this. That to me is really great for a survival kit. Or let's say you are going shopping with the family and you kind of expect that they're going to want something yummy, then you might want to take something yummy that helps you, not hurts you. So that's very important. Or when you go to a restaurant, we're going to talk a little bit more about this later. Maybe you want to take your own tortilla because you're going to use it as at the Mexican restaurant instead of their tortillas. Or you like to have something around a hamburger. You're not willing to just give up the bun altogether, which I love. I really like to taste the meat. I wasn't eating buns before Shibboleth though, because they just took up so much space in your stomach. But let's say that you want that. If you want that, and that's going to keep you satisfied and keep you on plan and keep you focused and saying, yes, I can do this for life, then you need to take that with you. You need to be prepared to take that with you. But there are going to be times where you won't have it with you. You should just make a perfect day out of it anyway and just learn to just take what's there, because that's part of the process. Sometimes folks expect to be super satisfied with every single meal that they eat, and we're not always going to be satisfied with every single meal that we eat. Sometimes we just have to chalk that meal up to, I fueled myself. Has anybody had that happen? I fueled myself. But there's so many times where we eat yummy, delicious food, and it's most of the time. But this is the video, the one right here, Travis's Corner. It's got a pink background. It's called Survival Kit. What is in it and what's its importance? So when you click there, and this one always takes a second to pull up, so I might just forget it. Yeah, I'm gonna forget it. That one takes a second to pull up. I don't know why. Let's look for hemp. We'll see if this one's pulled up. Now, here's the really fun thing. See, hemp, this has been tagged with hemp. So if you want to watch that, you can watch that. Here are 2 videos. Look at this special. This is a special category of videos called We Fixed It. These are little tutorial cooking or making things videos. So they're short. And I had so much fun watching them as I drove to Alabama. Well, I rode to Alabama. My husband is driving, and I'm just sitting here watching 3 and 4 minute little Fixed It videos. I felt like I was watching those little fancy videos from all those cooking places. But the one I really want you to watch is this one right here. Phase 2 Life Lessons. Phase 2 is really more variety. It's still doing everything that you would do in phase 1, which is the shield. Phase 1 just is like the best of the best food, really. But phase 2 is more variety. But anyway, but hemp flakes and phase 2 is just like a more advanced lesson too. So hemp hearts and hemp flakes for weight loss and wellness. So this is the one I want you to watch. It's got a real pretty kind of tan background. So once you open this, you're going to click it right there. Go ahead and heart this, because this is an excellent video and I want you to watch it, but I don't want you to watch it yet. You're just hearting it to get it right here in my favorites, because I want you to watch it after you have finished every little action item in Fast Track. All right, the next thing we're going to search for is advanced, and we're going to find the 2 videos that go along with the advanced combination chart. So there's 2 videos that go along with the advanced combination chart, and you can click them and you can heart them. So in your favorites at this point, you should have 4 hearted videos. Now, you may not have done it with me, and I understand because you're watching, but after this is over, you can just go in there and heart them real quick, and they will be in your my favorites. So the whole point with me talking about that is just to show you that we do have tons and tons of content in that video library, and you can use the search bar to search for videos on specific topics. Okay, now we're going to look at the restaurant guide. The restaurant guide is absolutely amazing, and it's one of people's favorite perks of being a Shibboleth member. So the Shibboleth lifestyle teaches nutrition for all situations. Eating in restaurants does not have to mean a holiday. When looking at the restaurant guide, locate the restaurants you frequent the most often. Read through the list of items listed and open, that's the key word, open several that you think you would enjoy. It is important that it is not assumed that you can eat the meal just as listed on the menu. Ordering instructions will be available in the restaurant guide for each menu item listed. Reading this before you go to a restaurant can help you prepare a survival kit if you would like. You might like to screenshot a few of your favorites to have them handy. So we're going to click here. Now, when you are no longer in Fast Track, you're going to be accessing the restaurant guide from right there. This green tab is going to be one of your favorites. So as you'll see, there is a search bar, as on every other page. You've got a search bar. And if you're looking at this on a phone, it's going to look like this. It's just going to have all of these listed out. But if you have a computer, it's going to list them in a different way. So it's going to list the heading, the restaurant, and then it's going to list every item that can come in, that comes at that restaurant. And then you also see the weight loss meter. And we've talked on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night on the weight loss meter. The weight loss meter is just a secondary way for us to categorize foods. Basically, you categorize foods by what category do they go in? Are they a lean protein? Are they a protein plus fat, etc.? But then once you're in that category, some items are better for weight loss and some are, really best for maintenance. So we've got this weight loss meter here, and that's what that is. Okay, so I just want to go ahead over 2 things first. The number 1 rule for restaurant dining. If you have a little mom and pop restaurant in your area and it's not on here, you can still eat there. You just go in and you pick a meat. Mostly it's going to be meat because I don't know many restaurants that do a lot of meat replacement type stuff for vegan and vegetarian. But so pick a 1, which is be a lean protein and a fibrous carb. Pick a 4 and a fibrous carb, which is a protein plus fat, and shellfish and a fibrous carb. That works at every restaurant. Even if the restaurant is not listed on the list, that works at any restaurant. Now, we do, as you can see, we have 1 plus 4, plus 2, 4 plus 2, and 7 plus 2 listed here. But y'all tell me this, even though we've got it listed like that, that's just for your visual, all meat at a restaurant is considered what category? Awesome. Awesome. Good. Thank you, Lori and Jelena and Jane. Thank you. Thank you, Becky. Yes. All meat at a restaurant is a category 4. Here's why. Let's say that they take a piece of chicken breast. At home, you would cook that in an approved, Shibboleth approved oil, and it would remain a category 1. But at a restaurant, they're cooking that up in an oil that is not approved. And so basically at a restaurant, we just given grace and making this thing sustainable, practical. Okay. And you just have to call it a protein plus fat. And that keeps you safe because at that point, you're only going to order fibrous carbs with that. That would keep you safe, and you wouldn't order those 3s, 5s, and 6s that Jane mentioned earlier. You wouldn't order those because we don't eat those with category 4s. Okay, so that's just a little application question that you got to put together. Now let's look at this one. All Mexican restaurants. You know, there's a Mexican restaurant in every strip mall on every corner. But we can't have the name of every one of those in here. So it's just all Mexican restaurants. So there you go. I just wanted to point that out. Okay. So what I like to do is, if y'all have kind of gotten a picture of what I do this week, I'll take this little slider ball down. I want to see, now we're at a restaurant, so I'm going to give myself a -1, -3 first. And if I want to expand to add in zeros, I can do that. So I've just made my list a bit smaller. So as you can see, fajita meat with vegetables would be a -1, and that would be your best thing to eat at a Mexican restaurant. Now, I don't know why the #1 rule for restaurants disappears, because I would assume that that one is in the negatives, but it does. So I just want to tell you that that would probably be still a negative weight loss meat or meal. We come down here and let's click on, I don't know what crave is. I'm going to click on crave. Crave. So you can have any category 1 or 2, 4 or 2. And when I clicked on that, it took away my little, Crave is a frozen yogurt place. So anyway, you can do non-fat, no sugar added frozen yogurt. It's category 1. Let's click it and see. You may have 4 ounces of any flavor, non-fat, no sugar added frozen yogurt with 0 calorie toppings as a snack. Only the non-fat, no sugar added is approved. So I'm actually going to go back to where I was because I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we're scrolling down. Try to get to the bottom. I always look at the stuff at the top. Okay, let's look at this Jimmy John's here. You could do, they got a lot in the negative numbers of Jimmy John's. Now they've got this unwich, which I'm assuming doesn't have bread. So if you want to do the Hunter's Club, it's a -2 on the weight loss meter. Let's click here. So how to make it, make it an unwich and ask for no mayo and no cheese, and you may have the whole thing. Add as many category 2 vegetables as you'd like. You may add up to 50 calories of approved condiments, keeping in mind that adding a lot of calories and condiments may affect the weight loss meter. So I like that they tell you that. They just remind you, you can use 0 calorie condiments and it be better for weight loss. Or if you want to go up to 50 calories worth of condiments, it could affect the weight loss meter by just a little bit. Okay. This is a category 4 and a 2 and a condiment. Okay. And it kind of always goes back up to the A's. So I'm going to grab this on the right-hand side and pull this down a little bit. Okay, Panera Bread. I have ordered this turkey chili at Panera Bread before. It's really, really good. But let's see, how would you do an avocado, egg white, and spinach breakfast sandwich at Panera? Okay, all you got to do is replace their bread with your own category 2 bread. Sounds easy enough, doesn't it? Okay, Waffle House. You can have 1 pork chop and egg whites. You could have 2 eggs with your own category 2 bread. You could have the chicken sandwich. Let's click it though. Let's see how to order it. Ask them to use a dry grill. Now, there is a new nuance. Remember how I said all chicken? Oh, excuse me, not all chicken. All meat at a restaurant is a category 4. If you specifically ask them to dry grill it and use 0 calorie cooking spray instead of oil to cook the eggs or omelets, I guess that's kind of a strange note there. But that is a thing you could do. So at a restaurant, if you wanted to not get their oil, you could ask them to dry grill a lean protein and it would still count as a lean protein. Okay, must use your own Shibboleth approved bread or tortilla. Remember your portion control and combinations. All right. And then you could have an egg white omelet with cheese. 1 slice of cheese only. You can have category 2 toppings. Remember your portion control and combinations. So you can see that you can do food at so many different places. One of my favorites is right here, Zaxby's. I like to go in and get the grilled chicken house salad. So when I click there, look, there's a lot of different information here. For a -3 weight loss meter meal, order it without, see, this is the beauty of the food line. I mean, the restaurant guide, it tells you how to order specifically. Order it without the fried onions, Texas toast, and cheeses. So if you wanted to give up all of that, it could be a -3 and have it with 0-calorie dressing. Adding up to 50 calories of approved dressing changes the weight loss meter to a -2, or order it without the fried onions and Texas toast, but have it with the cheese and a 0-calorie dressing for a -1 weight loss meter meal. Awesome, Cindy. Sounds fun. Yeah, Zaxby's is a great go-to. So I can find just about anything wherever I go. Let's click on this Logan's Roadhouse grilled health nut grilled chicken salad. Okay. These items come from the health nut section of the menu. Use your Shibboleth approved salad dressing. Okay. So just giving you a little bit more details there. You'd want to read them. Wendy's is a really popular place. So you could do a half portion of the taco salad. Let's see if there's any special instructions. Order the half portion without chips and sour cream. You may use up to 50 calories of approved dressing, keeping in mind that adding a lot of calories and condiments may affect the weight loss meter. So this is a category 6 and 2 because of the beans and stuff. There's where your category 6 superfood is coming in. There's some things from McAllister's Deli, and ooh, I like Miller's Ale House. Chicken wings. I actually asked Kim Shibboleth to add that recently. Let me look something up because she adds in when she adds new restaurants. So I'm going to look for that on the right-hand side up here. Oh no, maybe she doesn't. Maybe that's something else. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Miller's Ale House because I had that other one. So, oh, that's it. That's it. That's just the chicken wings. Maybe she hasn't finished looking at the rest of the menu because you could for sure have a hamburger there. And they have other things there too. So one of the things that I like to do, because I like hamburgers, and is I'll order, you know how people will order a grilled chicken salad? I just order a burger salad. And I thought this was my own little special thing that I'd made up. And then I go down to Live at the Battery at the Braves Stadium, and across the street, they're like, on the menu, a burger salad. I said, what? I made that up. You're taking my idea? So it's really just a salad with the proper ingredients. I just set my burger on top and eat it like I would grilled chicken. So, because I like it that way. All right, well, there's the restaurant guide, and you just have fun playing and looking and seeing what you can eat at all these different places, and be ready to have a survival kit if you need it. We're going to click there. The next thing we're going to look at is WOW challenges. WOW stands for War on Weakness. WOW challenges are weird and wacky challenges where you determine in your heart and in your mind that you are going to meet the challenge for that day. WOW challenges are one-day challenges but can be done multiple days in a row. WOW challenges are great to practice exercising your self-discipline muscle, to use after a holiday, or for a perceived plateau breaker. They are designed to help you lose up to 1 pound in a day. You earn a badge for your very first, you earn a badge for your very first WOW challenge, and then for each WOW challenge completed, the number increases on your badge. Pick some favorites by Harding. a specific wow challenge to help you when you hit a wall, need to regain focus, or to challenge yourself. So we're going to click there and go to these wow challenges. And this is a little video of me showing you how to accept and complete a wow challenge. My hair was much longer. Look at that. Okay, as on every single other page that we've had opportunity to search, there's a search bar. So if you're looking for a certain food, you can find that. Now, they're not all perfectly tagged, okay? This is, this website is quite the undertaking, all right? So they're not all perfectly tagged. Sometimes you're just going to have to scan through and see what you like. And over the course of your lifetime and living this lifestyle, you will find new things, and you don't have to find them all week one. So there's a My Favorites tab, just like on the other pages when you heart things, it goes into your My Favorites. And there's a My History tab. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Hey, Mary, I see Mary Breen on Facebook. Hey, Mary, I'm the girl that you talked to last Saturday. Okay, so wow challenges. This just lists out here all of the different wow challenges that I've done before. And I've only done a total of 26 wow challenges total in 2.5 years. So, but anyway, that'll show you the ones you've done. So we're going to come back here, and I'm just going to kind of grab this bar on the side and just look how many there are. We'll come back and look at some. I just want you to see lots and lots of options there. And to me, these are really good for meeting cravings. So if you were having a craving for ice cream, come in here and search ice cream and you'll find something that you can do. Let's see. I saw one that I like. I really like these Shibboleth high protein salted toffee bars. Let's click here. All right. So I don't have this hearted yet. Let me see what they give you. Oh, I tell you why I didn't heart this one, because I don't skip meals. So that's why I didn't heart that one. I'm not saying skipping meals is not okay. It's fine. I just like to eat my food. Okay, so that's why I didn't heart that one. But for breakfast, this one would be a Shibboleth high protein bar, which, by the way, is amazing. It's recommended that you use the salted toffee bar. You may have a cup of approved coffee, and then skip if possible. Or, I could do that. Or if you can, or you can repeat breakfast if needed. And then dinner, real good foods, enchilada or pizza. So it's 2 of these and this. Now, if you'll notice something, do you see how it says Donna's Salty Challenge? Donna gave Travis some foods that she particularly liked and was eating a lot of them. So he put that into a little challenge for her. So if you see something with somebody's name on it, it's because we did a challenge at one time and Travis was creating wow challenges for people, and it was fun. So when you look at a wow challenge, you always want to scroll down and see if there's any other special instructions. So it says no snacks allowed. Now, there's typically not going to be snacks, extras, and freebies allowed in the challenge. It is a challenge. It is meant to exercise your self-discipline muscle. It's also meant to help you get results. Typically, your 0-calorie beverages are fine, but you always want to be getting in your 64 ounces of water at a minimum. Condiments are typically the 0-calorie condiments, and if it particularly required exercise, you could do that there. Most don't, okay? Supplements, you can typically take your own supplements, or if you're looking for some supplements, Travis did an excellent class the other day called the supplement selector class. If you'll go in about 25 minutes, he gets started on the supplements. And then if there were any other special instructions, they would be written there. You can click this little button and see other people who completed that thing. Jeannie, yay! Jeannie is on Facebook and she has earned her 25-pound badge. Congratulations, Jeannie. That's awesome. Way to go. You need to come on the Shibby show in the morning and tell me that so I can spin the success spinner, because the success spinner is on the other side of my office here. Not right here, but great job. I'm so excited for you. I know you feel good. That's wonderful. And then if you have any particular comments about this wow challenge, you can type them in here and hit post. So if you particularly like that one, and you can write it in there. So I'm going to hit back. Now, one of my favorites is this one. Pistachios and weight loss go hand in hand. Now, you may not want to even click that one because maybe you say in your mind, I don't like pistachios. Click it anyway. Okay, click it anyway and look, because they're not always what they seem. Don't judge the Wow Challenge by its name or cover. So we're going to come in here, and breakfast is 2 eggs with 2 ounces of cheese. Well, that's right up my alley. I love eggs. And what's special about this is you're getting a little bit more cheese than normal. So 2 ounces of cheese. Lunch, this is where it's getting that pistachio name. You could have an Advocare pistachio ice cream flavored meal replacement. And if you want to order that, it comes from Travis's Advocare site. Travis has been an Advocare user for 20 years. He likes Advocare because they're very high quality, and you'll see Advocare at a lot of sporting events because professional athletes use it. So Advocare, this is where I also buy my vitamins, and I buy Carb Ease and Crave Check and Fibo Trim, and I get all kinds of things from Advocare. But you could click there if you particularly like pistachio ice cream. Might as well try something that's flavored like that. But if you don't want that, you can use any other approved protein shake or meal replacement. And then for dinner, 4 to 6 ounces of chicken breast, fish, or 96% lean ground beef or meat cooked in MCT oil, grilled or in cooking spray with 0-calorie seasonings. Add up to 1 cup of any Shibboleth approved category 2 veggie. And they particularly say veggie, not just category 2. This is something that I could do all day, every day. 2 eggs with cheese, thank you, yes. Meal replacement for lunch, yes. And a sensible dinner, yes. Snacks, typically, like I said before, they're not used. And these typically be about the same. Notice this one says 10,000 steps, but if you come down here, there's people that asked about that, and it was just said, yeah, you don't have to do that. So that's kind of a fun one. And you'll notice that I have this one hearted because I like it a lot. Now, if I wanted to accept this Wow Challenge, I just click accept, and I pick the date that I want to do it on. I'm not going to do it right now because if I don't complete it, I would get a Diet Devil on my timing chart, and I don't want a Diet Devil on my timing chart. I haven't ever gotten a Diet Devil on my timing chart, and that's because I like to live within the guidelines, because I have learned that if I live within the guidelines, I keep the results that I worked to get, and I don't want to have to do that work over again. So I live within the guidelines. So I don't want a Diet Devil for clicking that. But there's a little video in there for you to see. If you wanted to print this, you could click that button and you could print this. If you are close to the Kennesaw Shibby Shop, I have a lot of these printed out in a binder, and I've highlighted all the things that you could get there at the Shibby Shop. That way, if you wanted to look through there, get a few items to do it, you could get it all in one place, which is very handy. And if you'll notice, this is 90 other people have marked that they like this one too. So let's go in here, and y'all give me some random food that you think you might be craving, and you think, oh, I want to eat this, but I still want to keep perfect taste. Wonder how I could do that. Let's see if we can find something. We might not be able to, but I want to see what y'all are thinking. Anybody? Hey, Heidi. Okay, we got apple and cream cheese and chocolate. Okay. So let's throw in apple right here and see if we pull something up with apple. Okay, I didn't pull up anything with apple in it. So I particularly, Deanna, you're trying to stretch me there. She wrote French fries. But apple, so I didn't particularly find anything, Heidi. That doesn't mean that there's not something listed with apple in it. But what I would do is I would go into the food library and the recipe library and kind of look around for apple. I would go to the food library, type in apple, and then come down to the recipes and see if any recipes have been linked with that. And that way, maybe you can get in an apple. It might not be in a wow challenge though. Okay, so let's see. Mary, she said chocolate. Now, it might not just be tagged with chocolate. What we might have to know about that, Mary, is that there's a lot of things that have chocolate in them. So if you use some of the hemp bars, they're going to have chocolate in them. Here's something for chocolate covered almonds. And then there's some things that have the hot chocolate in them. There's hot chocolate in pizza. There's blowtorch hot chocolate in a cup. Oh, this one would probably be really good. Let's click this one. I really like these little things right here. The Grab the Gold bar. Grab the Gold. You can have one Grab the Gold with or without 8 ounces of Kroger. CM stands for Carb Master milk. If you don't have a Kroger near you, you could use fat-free Fairlife milk. Coffee is acceptable with the bar also, and health-wise hot chocolate is also allowed. Oh, let me tell you something very, very special and important about WOW challenges. If you read a WOW challenge, but there's something in that challenge and you go, well, I wonder if I could do it like this instead. Pick a new challenge. No, you cannot do it like that instead. You've got to do it the way that it's written out. Travis has already looked at the nutrition. He's already done the work. Don't try to get him to change it. Say, nope, not going. I'm going to follow what he wrote. So if it's not what he wrote, then you don't just pick a new WOW challenge. Okay. And the reason I say that is because Cocoa Ringa is another hot chocolate, but it's not a high protein hot chocolate. It's a superfood hot chocolate, but not a high protein. So sometimes people will equate health-wise hot chocolate to a Cocoa Ringa hot chocolate. And Deanna, that's okay. It would certainly be funny to find it, but I'm going to give you some examples. I mean, some ideas. But Cocoa Ringa couldn't be swapped out. It's not here. You couldn't say, ooh, I wonder if I could do this and just use Cocoa Ringa. You cannot. It didn't say you could. Okay. So you follow it as specified. Oh, this is why I didn't do this one. Yeah. Skipping lunch. Nope. But anyway, you skip lunch, and then for dinner, consume any category 1 lean protein with a category 2 fibrous carb. Example, grilled chicken breast and green beans. Make sure that you portion control. Now look, there is something very, very specific right here that is you don't find in many things. Do not allow this meal to exceed 300 calories. Okay. So that was very, very specific when you've never seen me really talk or mention about that before. So that's that. This was a Harry Weich. Yeah, so the Weiches, they were a couple from the Cartersville area. Okay, so let's see. Now, Deanna, oh, Jeannie wants fruit. Now, there's a lot of fruit in these, Jeannie. You should be able to look through and find fruit. Now, I don't know if it's marked. See, it wasn't marked with just fruit. So you would go through, and I know there's one on cantaloupe. I'm going to put in is that how you spell cantaloupe? I don't know. Okay, so cantaloupe, there's 3 with cantaloupe in it. I also know that there are some with watermelon. There you go. There's 2 with watermelon in them. You know, so you would play around, but there are plenty in here, Jeannie, with fruit. Plenty with fruit. Now, French fries. I doubt seriously if I pull up French fries, but hey, there is no reason not to try. Now, yeah, that's what I thought. But what else makes a good French fry? Butternut squash actually makes a delicious French fry. So I'm just going to see if I find anything in here with butternut. I did not. Okay, so I could continue to look and explore and all that kind of stuff. But for French fries, what I would do, you know what? That's a great void replacement, isn't it? I'm going to write that down because I am on the hunt for some new void replacements to add to our void replacement resource. And I don't think we have French fries in there. Do you know what I call the new French fry? Broccoli. Broccoli is the new French fry. Because when you go to restaurants, you're going to find that they Most of them do broccoli, and they're all different. This one seasoned it this way. This one cooked it in this. I mean, they're all so delicious. So make broccoli your new French fry. And don't roll your eyes at me, because I know that somebody did that out there. Okay, because it's, very different. But you can have French fries up to 6 times a month if you want to. But I am going to show you something else in just a second, Deanna. But I want to get to cream cheese. Cream cheese. And there is a cream cheese right there. Bill's cream cheese tortilla. Let's look at it. So for breakfast, you use a La Tortilla or an Extreme Wellness tortilla. And look, it gives you options, or any negative number tortilla. And spread a 1/4 cup of fat-free cream cheese on the tortilla. You may also use approved sugar-free jelly. So you do that at breakfast and lunch. And then for dinner, you have a category 1 and 2, chicken breast and grilled bean. My tongue is getting tied. Grilled chicken breast and green beans. And again, it says 300 calories there. So, so you would just do that. So you could eat that one. I'm going to heart that one. That one sounds pretty good. Oh, good, Jelena. I'm glad that you do. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so to get some French fry talk, because I love French fries, we're going to go over here to the green button. I'm going to go to recipes. I'm going to type in French fries. Now, this wouldn't be a wow challenge. It would just be something that you would be able to. Did I spell it right? Oh, that's what happened. Here we go. Oh, nothing? Not giving me anything? Okay, so this is the type thing that you have to just kind of learn. I do know that potatoes can be made into French fries. You can fry them in the air fryer. Butternut squash and jicama. Those are the 3 things that make really great French fries. Let me see. Look, right there, jicama fries. Baked jicama fries and vegan cashew ranch dip. Okay. Jicama fries. Let me click on jicama fries right there. 151 other people have said they like it. Ooh, what do they look like? They look like French fries. I've got it hearted. I've just never made it before. And so you just get some jicama, some seasoning, and some zero drag. Wash and peel the jicama. Let me just explain something. If you've got a grocery store close to you that will cut things for you, let them cut this booger, because he's hard, really hard. But wash and peel the jicama and slice into French fries. Spray with Pam or zero drag 100% MCT oil. Add your favorite seasonings and bake 45 to 60 minutes or until desired tenderness. A 1/2 cup to a cup in weight loss mode. 1/2 cup is best. This is a category 2 and MCT. Do not combine these with category 3 or 5 due to the added MCT oil. So you could have it with a 1, could have it with a 4, but you would not have it with a 3 or a 5. Okay. So there's one option. And then let's type in, let's just see if we get something with butternut. All right, butternut. You've got lots of things with butternut in them. There's butternut squash fries. There's butternut squash fries 2. There's butternut squash hash browns. So all of those are really good. People really like the hash browns. 407 people have said they like it. 230 have said they like these butternut squash fries. Let's click on that one. Okay, they look like French fries. 1 medium butternut. Let the grocery store cut that up for you. And then 0 calorie cooking spray and salt. Preheat oven to 425. Line a cookie sheet with aluminum foil and spray with cooking spray. Arrange the butternut squash pieces in the pan, leaving room in between. Spray tops with non-stick cooking spray and sprinkle with salt. Bake for 40 to 45 minutes or until lightly brown, turning at least once. And it's a category 2. It's a category 2. So there are some fry options, but it's not necessarily in a wow challenge, but you could put that with a properly combined meal. You could put that with a properly combined meal. Okay, well, I hope that y'all have had a great night tonight. First class with Shibboleth is always free. So if you are watching and you are not a member, I hope you like what you've seen. We have the details all in there. 20 years of Travis's life is in this website. And it's $69 right now for a lifetime membership. So go ahead and get that membership at shibbolethdeals.com. SHIBBOLETH, Shibboleth deals.com. And if a person told you about Shibboleth, please write in their first and last name in the spot where it asks you. And if you are brand new to Shibboleth, bring a friend along with you on this journey. You're not asking them to spend an arm and a leg, and it can be information that can really make an impact on the quality of people's lives. So I will be back tomorrow night, and we are going to wrap up this week's Fast Track Laps. We're going to be looking at the text notification, the mentor appointments, the meal plan generator, and watching the daily doses. We're not going to watch them. I'm just going to lead you to them so you can watch them on your own. Mary, I'm so glad that you were here. That's awesome. And I got that thing out in the mail to you this week too. Did you get it yet? Okay, well, we're going to hop off of here, and I will see y'all tomorrow night for class 7 of 7 to wrap up this week's Fast Track. Bye, everybody.